What's going on, y'all? Happy Taco Tuesday. Josh here from Auto for PokeJacks. Got my allocations for Ascended Failures. I did it again. Ascended Heroes, ETBs, and 10s. And it's not great. Again, a failure. Ascended Failure strikes again. It is what it is. But I will be getting a case of ETBs and one display of 10s. I'm excited. I got something. Can't complain. Definitely going to be better than the GameStop $1,300 or $13 whatever I just saw for a pre-order of a cases. Everything will be at, guess what? MSRP. But it will be bundled with something. Probably, more nanos, whatever. But you're still going to be saving a lot of money. Going to be really excited to get those out to you at a fair MSRP price. It'll be at MSRP, and whatever little bundle thing I throw in there, it'll be at the wholesale price. So you're saving a good little bit of change. But it's crazy. Did you see that? GameStop, freaking GameStop, $1,300 or $1,399 for a case of Ascended Heroes ETBs. It just blows my mind that how are they getting all of that? How are they getting all that inventory? Who's their supplier? Who is the distributor that is providing them that? Is it one of the big ones, GTS, like MJ Holdings? Like, who is it? And what is the price that they are getting at if they're going to be selling it at market? It just kind of blows my mind that, small stores like me or even LGSs that are a lot bigger aren't getting that much. Are they getting that product at that much of a quantity that they are able to sell it at the case? It just kind of blows my mind. So yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I definitely don't get it. I'm happy with, the case I got. I'm getting stuff. That's awesome. Finally hit the tier, getting allocations. It's a beautiful thing. However, my distro did forewarn me that perfect order, and I don't want to use that word, short printed, but not a lot. We're not getting a lot. He says the allocations are going to be terrible. So I might not get that. I don't know. My Pokemon Day 2026, hopefully Friday I'll get it. It's been delayed. I'm excited to get them. I'm only getting a few, but still, it'll be at MSRP. It'll be bundled with something, so keep an eye on that. I'll put a little message out. Hey, I'm going to drop on Saturday or drop on whatever day, whenever, for the Pokemon Day 2026. Ships out February 20th. Don't quote me. It could get pushed back. Everything's been delayed. But still crazy. How is GameStop getting cases? I'm ranting, but it just kind of blows my mind that they're getting those numbers. Reputable LGSs, they're not. All these LGSs that have leverage, have employees, have bills, all this stuff, and they don't get anything or very little of anything. So it just kind of blows my mind. How are these distros doing this to them? That's just kind of what, you got GameStop. It's been a gaming thing for, representing games forever, right? Obviously, the digital age is taking over, and people are getting their games through, the digital platforms, that PlayStation offers, or Xbox offers, or Nintendo offers. It's kind of like the decline of Blockbuster or Hollywood Videos, or any of us that have been around in the 80s and 90s know. They're just, those rental things, they all went away, and everything's digital now. GameStop, to me, is becoming this much larger LGS. They closed down a bunch of the stores, obviously, because, hey, my opinion, I won't say obviously, my opinion is because everything's digital age now. They're losing money through video games. So what's the next thing that's getting a lot of stuff or making a lot of profit? Pokemon, TCG, Magic, Riftbound, Orkana, all these different TCGs out there. GameStop is making a huge profit off of those TCGs because it's not digital. So they're shifting their play. Got it. They're business. They're capitalist. I completely understand it, but at the same time, don't punish the local game stores. Don't punish those folks that have been in business for, years, and that's what they represented. Terrible word. Represented. All of a sudden, they're cut on the allocations, but GameStop is able to get cases pre-ordered for folks. I don't know. Priorities are weird. I guess, hey, GameStop's like, hey, I'll offer you big bucks if you slide me more cases. And, probably whoever their distributor is like, okay, if you're going to slide us all this extra money, then I'm going to give you those products. I guess that's just how it works. These LGS owners, they have family, they have kids, they have employees. They got to, they got to make a profit. They got to sell things. They got to be able to support their families, their well-being, their life, their health. When you limit them to bare bones allocations, that's kind of why a lot of these LGSs have to sell at what they sell. It's, I don't think, I want to say that good ones aren't wanting to do it, but they're forced to because of the environment and the situation that we're currently in with Pokemon or any other TCG. Just the availability. It is a collectible. It is a card game. However you want to look at it, however you want to peel the onion. There's many different ways. Yep, I get it. People buy it. They scalp it. That's what a lot of people do at the big, they go to the big box stores, buy it at MSRP, go to a local game store, probably get 80% for it. LGS, got to keep things on the shelves, got to stay open, sell it at 95, 100, 90%, who knows? And that's how it goes. And, I personally know that there's folks here in Jacksonville that go clear shelves and go sell at LGSs. That's just a thing. And do I agree with it? Absolutely not. I don't hunt. I don't hunt to put things on my website. Whatever. That's a whole nother topic. But we won't go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, crazy. Absolutely bonkers where we're at. But yes, I will be getting allocations of Syndicate Heroes, ETBs, and 10s. Once I get confirmation and I know I have them in hand and have the physical number in hand, that will be the day I drop. So it will drop when I actually have them in hand. There's no pre-orders, none of that stuff. I like to know, hey, I'm getting what I'm being told I'm getting. That's kind of where we're at. And as always, top 3 spenders, they get theirs. So 3 ETBs will automatically go to the top 3 spenders, and 3 10s will automatically go to those top spenders. So I keep that in line. I do it quarterly. The quarterly top spenders, they always get 3, whatever thing, anything I get from distribution, I offer it to them. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. And life goes on. But I'll say, if the one spender doesn't take it, I don't offer 2 to the next spender. It's, you get it or you don't. So that gives me the opportunity to give you guys something at MSRP. It's a vicious cycle we're going through right now. I'm just happy that I'm able to get allocations. Got a couple collections I'm going to be buying out. I'll offer 95, 90%, depending on what it is. TRJ, you get 5% off. So sometimes you get things on the site 95%. Put the code in, you get 90%. Is that 90%? Guess what? You're getting it at 85%. If it's at 85%, guess what? You're getting it at 80%. You're saving money. And I'm trying my best, make sure I break even or make a little margin. I'm, not here to be a millionaire overnight. I'm not here to be a super capitalist. I just did my taxes. It was a pain in the butt. Actual IRS taxes. It was a pain in the butt. Finished that today. But yeah, it is what it is. 2026, here we are. Now for PokeJack's here to stay. We're going to keep on fighting. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on doing this. I'm not tapping out. Sorry, not happening. I know I have my moment of like, WTF, what am I doing? But yeah, not happening. Loving it. Things are going in the right direction finally. Feels good. Feels good to be able to get stuff and be able to offer it to y'all. Additionally, back orders. They're on the website. I'm trying to get shipments in every once or twice a week, depending on the orders. I try to put in the orders. I just put in one now. I'll get those in. Those who order on the back order, they'll get them. And then if anything's available, I'll put it on the site. But it's kind of like a pre-order, but not. Let's call it a back order. Call it what you want. But if you back order it, number 1 in line, you're going to get it first. And so on, so on, so on. But I'm trying to keep a continuous flow of product in. It's hard to keep the inventory up, especially with Japanese. They move pretty freaking fast for me. If you want to guarantee yourself a box of Japanese, do back order. Do a back order. I'm telling you, doing a back order. I can't keep them on the shelves. It's impossible. It's freaking impossible for me right now. I get them, they go. I get them, they go. So if you do back order, you're safe. You'll get them. I'm not going to not give you your box. I'm not that kind of person. I know I'm just a rando on the internet that has a YouTube channel, 258 whatever subscribers, but I'm not here to screw you over. The many folks that have ordered from me, they know I pack good, throw something a little extra in there if I can. It's about the customer. I care about the customer. I was a customer. I know what I liked and I didn't like. You learn your lessons. That's like the biggest thing in the military. You learn from leaders, good and the bad. Typically you learn from the bad. So it always tries to make you be a better leader. So that's the kind of the mindset concept I'm putting into 904 PokeJacks and trying to give you guys the best, the best I can give you of what I got. But other than that, I wish you all the best. Y'all have a happy hump day. I'll be chatting with y'all again very soon. Peace.